Hey everybody, it's Dr. Cole. It has been a crazy few months here at our clinics in the Pittsburgh area, as well as through our virtual functional medicine practice, helping people all over the country reverse disease and regain health. We have just been so blessed to help just hundreds and hundreds of people, and it didn't hit me until recently, this common bond, this commonality between all of my patients, no matter if they're going through diabetes, thyroid issues, fibromyalgia, autoimmune conditions, metabolic syndromes, heart disease, just chronic disease as a whole, all of my patients are really, when they're starting through the program, they're really looking for and missing this common thing. It's this idea of a lack of freedom. So many people are just plagued by disease, where they are going from doctor to doctor trying to find help, and they see over the course of their life, in 10 years of being diagnosed with chronic disease, the only thing that's changed is their prescription list and a declining health trajectory. And the nexus of all my patients is this desire for freedom. They feel enslaved to chronic disease, enslaved to medications, and they feel like their only lot in life is just to live with this disease that they have. And again, like I said, it could be any diagnosis, but this ultimate burden that they carry is this lack of freedom, this enslavement to chronic disease. And it's that very same thing that I see become actualized and manifested in their life as we start restoring health, by looking at the underlying dysfunctions of why people are sick, which is not a medication deficiency. But when we find the underlying biochemical pathways that are causing them to be sick, the underlying systemic issues that are causing them to be ill, we are able to tailor a program based on those patients' unique physiology, the way that they are created uniquely. And through this process, they're able to not only regain their health, but they're able to regain that freedom that they have been missing so much. People regain their marriages back, their families back. They're able to do the things that they love. They're able to live life fullest. They're able to live life the way that they want to live it, because they're not being shackled by chronic disease. And I had one patient tell me recently that, before she was going through the program, she was living with a chronic disease that was debilitating. She was on about 10 different medications, and she thought she was going to die. I asked, where do you think you'll be in 5 years? And she said, I'll be dead. And at the end of the program, you know what she said to me? She said, before I came to you, I was planning my funeral with my family, and now I'm planning vacations with my grandkids. That is priceless. How can you put a price on that, regaining that back? So I would encourage everybody to ask yourselves a few questions. Is your health your number one priority? You can't have your friends, you can't have your family, you can't have the loved ones, you can't have the things you love to do that you enjoy so much if you don't have your health. Either you won't be able to do it physically, or you won't be around to do it at all. And then I would say, are you ready to deal with the problem that you have now? And it's just one of the things that I see all the time, is that time is not on our side. Life is so short in and of itself. Even with a healthy person, time and our lives are so short. It's even shorter with a chronic disease. So I would say time is not on your side. Don't put off tomorrow what you can do today. I had a patient come in. His name was Ed, and Ed had a really debilitating disease, and he put it off for too long. He thought, I'm tough, I'm a guy, I can do it myself, I'll just live with it. And he just kept taking medication, just wishing that it's going to get better and hoping. But that false sense of hope didn't do him well, and his health declined over the years. So he came to me desperate. He said, you know what, I'm sick of doing things thinking that it's going to get better. I was sick of doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. I'm going to do things differently. And I said, what are you living for? He said, I'm living for my grandkids. I play with them. I watch them 2 times a week, and they're the love of my life. And I said, okay, we're going to put the picture of your grandkids in your chart. That's what you're living for. This is what you're trying to reverse your disease for. And I said, let's do it. He was ready to do it. And within a week, his health declined rapidly. And without him even starting the program, he didn't even get the diagnostics out to the lab. And his wife called us up and said Ed had passed away. His PCP called me up and said the diabetes monster took him faster than we thought. His kidneys shut down and he died. And that's the heartbreak of people who were well-intentioned when I met them. But what if he did something about his disease 5 years prior? he would still be here. And I think about those grandkids who don't have their grandfather. And that's the devastation we see of people who wait too long to do something about it. So I would encourage everybody to regain the freedom if you've lost it, to regain your health if you've lost it, to reverse disease if you have it, because time is so short. And the more that you wait, the more that you procrastinate and think it's going to get better, don't be a statistic. Check out drwilcole.com for more information and see if you would be a good candidate for functional medicine.